Again, I was a stupid kid following his dreams and not thinking of anyone else. My dad, he was always calm and collected. You couldn't shake him. I'm sure he was concerned, but he just never showed it. But Mom, well, her baby boy was missing and it hit her hard. Well, long story short, they needed to find a way to get my attention and bring me home. Now here's where I need to introduce you to a new character. With every generation, they usually have that one wild child. And with my always an adult sister and my clean-cut sports hero brother, I guess that means I was the wild one. Well, like I said, every generation has at least one. With my parents' generation, my mom and her brother were clean-cut. But my mom's sister, Sandy, well, she was the wild child of their generation. My mom knew that if she was going to get me back off the road, she needed Sandy's help. Now, I was pretty wild, I got to tell you, but I think Sandy was crazier than me. Now, at the time, Sandy was working as a house mother at a girls' home. And I don't know who thought it would be a good idea to put a crazy hippie as a house mother at a girls' home, but there she was. Now, I'm not sure how they found out where I was or what the tour dates were, but somehow they knew I was going to be passing back through Louisiana in the next few months, and they developed a plan. Now, since I don't know how they planned this, or even what the plan was, I'm going to cut right to the night when my life changed for the better. You see, life on the road with a rock and roll band is probably just what you might expect, and more. And on this particular day, the guitar players in the band decided that they had to have a mirror to do whatever rock bands do with a mirror. And since the bathroom door in my room had a great big mirror on the back of it, they proceeded to remove the door right from the hinges and move the bathroom door onto the bed. Well, you get the picture. Life was pretty crazy. Well, that afternoon, I was in the shower getting ready to go to sound check, and I hear quite a bit of commotion in my room. Well, that's not unusual, so I just ignored it. Until a tiny little knock on the door. Well, it wasn't the door, it was on the wall, since remember the door's gone. Tap, tap, tap. I gotta pee. What the hell? Huh? Tap, tap, tap. I gotta pee. I looked around the corner, and I fell in love. There, peering into the bathroom, was the sweetest little angel I'd ever seen. And I knew right then, that's who I wanted to marry. Well, what you gonna say? Come in. She daintily thanked me and said she had just come in from Baton Rouge and she really had to pee. Well, I mean, being a typical guy, I was strutting and showing off and trying to look cool. And honestly, she could care less. She really just had to pee. When I got out of the shower, wrapped just in a towel, I find 5 or 6 little teenage girls in my room. And who else but my Aunt Sandy just sitting there grinning. Now, as exciting as that sounds for a rocker to find girls in his hotel room, the problem is I didn't see that little angel that had come to the bathroom earlier. And that's all I cared about. Now, whether they knew it or not, that little girl was different from the rest. She didn't want to have any part of hanging out with rockers. I found out she was dating someone and didn't even want to be there with us at all. But I had to find her, and I was going to do whatever it takes. Well, I told you, once I set my mind to something, I don't give up. And that's all it took. One look, and it changed my life. That night, I told the band I quit. Boy, were they pissed. We were in the middle of a 3-month tour. I told them just keep the equipment. That shut them up pretty quick. And I was off to Baton Rouge, determined to meet that girl.